Cousins Quintero, Salvador, and Jose from Brownsville, Texas in the east. The border separating Mexico and the United States share a video of what they caught. Take a look at this. A UFO drone. They captured it with their HD cameras. This is quite incredible. They've been looking out for UFOs due to the massive activity in the area. Distant to third phase moon, Mr. Salvador and Jose's footage was captured June 29, 2015, approximately 2:34 p.m. Eastern Time, also captured by his friend just yards away from Salvador, Jose. They heard no noise but felt some kind of invisible vibration. What's going on in this video is incredibly clear. I mean clear, crystal clear. They couldn't explain what it was. The size was about the size of an SUV, 20 to 30 feet, approximately 300 to 500 feet above them. As they explained, we're going to be sharing the raw footage in the next video, best of June 2015, coming up in 12 hours. But we wanted to bring in right now breaking news. Dr. J and Elias to get his opinion of what's going down in this video. Is this a drone? A UFO? What's going on? Dr. J, thanks for joining us right here.
Always, Blake, always.
Here's a video, Dr. J.
Ooh, I like it. Holy shit. Now that doesn't look like a hoax. I gotta get this to Jaime. When are you uploading this? Tomorrow?
Absolutely. We're putting it up right now after we get off, putting this live to third phase moon. You can say it's a hoax right away, but when you zoom in, that's what we're doing. We analyze this video. We're not seeing any kind of manipulation of a hoax. It's not a balloon.
Yes.
Check out this crystal clear footage right here. And the gleaming. There's just too much going on to be an artifact of an effect. I think what you're seeing is what's really up there, but that's my opinion.
Whatever it is, it's insane. That's what I gotta say.
Let's get a closer look and zoom things up. It's not no quad chopper, if you ask me, a drone. I know it's kind of shocking seeing this for the first time, but look how high it is up in the air right there.
Yeah, I'm blown away.
We added some brightness contrast right here. To the right, upper left is the original video, and then below is the exact same thing, brightness contrast. Again, to the right, brightness contrast, bottom left, the original.
Which one is Jose? Which one is Quintero?
Exactly, that's a good question. Well, it's coming in rapid fire.
Okay.
I would say this is Quintero's footage. Quintero managed to capture the best of the best, and Jose captured maybe about 30 seconds of good stuff. But there's going to be footage coming up where you see it taking off here.
Really? Holy shit.
Take a look at this.
Okay, tell me when you want to let me speak on it, because I got some really good stuff to say.
Well, go ahead, man. It's live right now, John.
This is, Blake, this is awesomely fantastic. Now, we cannot always jump the gun. This is exactly what third phase of moon is for. You, the viewer, right now, who are watching this third phase of moon at home, you are making disclosure happen. Get the word out. If you are an investigator, if you have camera equipment, or you know how to dissect video, please, we invite you to do this. We need people out there to step forward and do this. Now, there was a video back in November, which I thought was amazing, sent to my good friend Jaime Masson, and he had his big budget team realize or conclude that it was a hoax. It was a guy that came from Colorado claiming it, if you recall, that disc, and it was a speaker. This has amazingly different, different quality to it. First of all,
Well, look at
the
the
detail, you
You
just
know exactly
cannot
right.
get blown away.
Look at the retractable legs, if that's what you'd call it. Landing gear retracting up and down. You got reflection left and right, refraction. You got something that the pixelation, you just don't see a hoax as good as
And then
this.
it looks
If
like
it's a
it's
hoax, I
almost.
don't think so. Salvador and Jose just seem like legit kind of guys, if you ask me.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I like about it. The fact that two separate people caught it, two different videos of the same object, and then it's zoomed in from a distance, it gets pixelated when it gets closer, but then it looks like it's got like glass on top, and as you said, it retracts. Now, the 3 is important. I'll tell you why. So many people talk about 3 legs. For instance, astronaut Gordon Cooper witnessed a landing and recorded it on film at Edwards Air Force Base, I believe in the 50s. He said a flying saucer came down and landed, put out 3 legs, and landed, and just stayed there for a bit and then took off. He developed the film and looked at it, and then it was going up the chain of command, put in a briefcase, chain to an officer's wrist, and sent off. Then you have the Socorro, New Mexico, Lonnie Zamora. What did he see? An egg-shaped craft with 3 legs. And then, of course, Rendlesham. To this day, there exists, because in case people say they were lunatics and nothing landed, they actually took impressions from the ground of 3 legs, and they were exactly 3.3 meters apart, or something like that, evenly. So there's obviously something to it, and that's very efficient if you think about it, Blake. Think about a tripod. Think about a circular object. Think about a round object. Think about a triangular object. What's the best way to park it? Put it on 3 legs. This is super, super fantastic. I like the way it's rotating, and then the way it stops. This is awesome. Awesome. I really got to say, hands down, awesome. I would love someone out there seeing this to step forward and investigate this further. That's what this third phase of moon's about. That's what disclosure is about.
Absolutely, Dr. J. With the Quinteto, Salvador, and Jose and their footage, we invite everybody to take a look at it, because you see the refractions of light, whatever's going on underneath it, it's unexplainable. You don't see any kind of rotating blades. It's not a drone. It's not a balloon. This is about as crystal clear, in your face, a flying saucer as it gets. Some people say that the HD era is here, and I believe HD has just finally captured something that's unexplainable.
Yes, and let me say another thing. You see the fact that it sort of wobbles from one direction to the other, meaning that the bottom is not always flat and it's sort of curved? Well, it's not wobbling at a really high rate of speed, but the reason it wobbles, according to Bob Lazar, is these craft are not meant for low-speed travel on a place full of gravity. Earth has gravity. It sucks you down. We have the down effect. But if these things travel by manipulating gravity, and they have 3 gravity amplifiers, which those 3 retractable things that you pointed out, those could be the cylinders that Bob Lazar, that is like a 2-foot long pipe, I don't know what diameter, or 3-foot long pipe with a foot diameter. I don't recall. People have to look that up. It's just pipes hanging, and they could be swiveled in independent directions. And he says that craft, when they're caught here on Earth on low speed, are really wobbly because of the fact that we have gravity on Earth, and then you have something else manipulating gravity. So what they would do is they would use one gravity generator to, say, stay off the ground, another one to point in the direction they need to go, and then another one to do whatever else is needed. But I just think this has so many features that